everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Falcons are #1 in total pass yards, going up against the Vikings, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. This is Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down, Bridgewater. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll try to right side with Murray. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Bridgewater. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. first and 10. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Coleman now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On second down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So here we go, first and 10 now. Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And now out comes Minnesota. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Bridgewater on first down. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And again, it's Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Breaks a tackle. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Frank's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He finds an opening past the 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 54 yards. Here's Coleman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. To throw is Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
First down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Murray. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On second down, here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second down now after the incompletion. On the carry, it's It's Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Vikings on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This is Coleman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run the counter now on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Ryan. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Ryan on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a third down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league. So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan steps away. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Ryan to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
They give it to Hill running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. To throw is RG3. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They run with Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Bridgewater now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Carry of the game now, Murray. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Duke Riley in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Partner, they're trying to throw the deep ball against a Pro Bowl corner of a year ago. I'm not real good at this stuff, but it seems to me that would lessen the odds of completing it, wouldn't it?
Might want to go to the other side of the field, although that's not any cakewalk either, but I'm with you. Bad guy to target there on the deep ball. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the third at MetLife Stadium. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now it's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And the Packers have just scored, and they'll add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 2nd down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go with Murray again. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run with Murray. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Tiger! Let's go!
Again, it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On second down, Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Try to run it in with Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Play action now. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And now it's 3rd down.
See anything open? And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. The play clock's running down. To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen. A moment ago, we got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. This one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's third.
That's it, baby.
We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins away. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UCLA, Fabian Moreau. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UCLA, Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Vikings, they